Okay. So yesterday we have seen how hash map is working internally. Let's go and see some more differences of hash map and hash table. Then we'll write some programs. Yeah, we're on that. These are the theoretical for interview purpose. So maybe you can just go through that. Okay, this one. So what is the difference between hash map and hash table? Hash map is non-synchronized and hash table is a synchronized class. So hash map is not a thread safe because it's a non-synchronized. So you cannot share this one between many threads without proper synchronization code. Hash table is thread safe. It can be shared with many threads. Hash map allows one null key and multiple null values. Hash table doesn't allow any null key or null value. Hash map is a new class introduced in JDK 1.2, and hash table is a legacy class. From the beginning of Java, it is there. Hash map is fast and hash table is slow. And we can make hash map synchronized by calling the code map m equal to collections dot synchronized map. There is a class, collections class. So collections is a utility class, which makes you to synchronize what are the map you are going to pass. Hash table is by default, it is synchronized. So hash map is traversed by iterator. Hash table is traversed by enumerator and iterator, both. So iterator in hash map is fail fast. Enumerator so it's not fail fast. Hash map inherits the abstract map class, and the hash table inherits the dictionary class. That's all main differences. How to sort the collection? To sort the collection, so you can use collections class, so which provides the sort static method, and which collections elements are of set type. So we can use if it is a collection is of type set, we can sort the elements with a tree set class. So we cannot sort the elements of a list. So that's why we are using a collections class method. So if you want to sort the list of elements, you can use this sort method. And what is comparable interface and comparator interface? Let me show you the difference here. Directly we'll move on to the differences. This is the interview purpose only. That's why we can go through that directly. Comparable provides a single sorting sequence. Comparator provides a multiple sorting sequence. Single sorting is, for example, you have so you want to sort an element based on the single element, like a ID or name or price or anything. One column basically, if you want to sort, you can use a comparable interface. You want to sort multiple objects at a time, so you can use a comparator interface. So you have to create each comparator differently. And comparable affects the original class. Comparator doesn't affect the original class. So comparable provides compare to method to sort the elements. Comparator provides compare method to sort the elements. So comparable is present in java.lang package. Comparator is present in java.util package. So we can sort the list of elements, comparable type by collections.sort method. We can sort the list of elements of comparator type by collections.sort list comparator method. So these are the comparable and the comparator. So interfaces difference. Both are interfaces only. An array list and vector. So array list already we have seen is a dynamic data structure to store the elements, but array list is non-synchronized, vector is synchronized. Array list increases the, so increments the 50% of current array size if the number of elements exceeds the from capacity. So vector increments 100% means it's a double the size. So that's the vector. And array list is not a legacy class. It is introduced in JDK, and vector is a legacy class. Array list is faster because it's non-synchronized, and vector is slow because it is a synchronized concept. And array list, uses the iterator interface to traverse the elements. Vector can use the iterator interface, enumeration interface also to traverse the elements.
Sir?
Yeah.
Can you explain the words one synchronized and non-synchronized, sir?
Synchronized means basically, so the elements will be in the order, in sync, okay? So they will be asynchronized means, so not synchronized means they are not in the order. So that's the synchronization and asynchronization, not in synchronization. Is this clear? Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah.
Sir?
Yeah,
the meaning of traverse. Yes, sir. The meaning of traverse, sir. Traverse the elements.
Traverse means moving from one element to next element. That's a traversing.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Next. So differences between collection and collections. Collection is a interface, whereas collections is a class. Collection is a base interface. Collections is a utility class. Collection, you will just declare the methods. Okay, so collection just declare the methods, and collections defines the methods that are used to perform the operations like accessing, finding, so on the collection. And collection interface has only abstract methods, but collections consist of any static methods. Collection has only abstract methods, right? Collections has a static methods only. So that's the main difference between collection and collections. Arrays and collections. So arrays are fixed in size, but the collections are dynamic in size. With respect to memory, arrays are not good to use, but with respect to memory, collections are better to use. With respect to performance, it is better to use arrays, but with respect to performance, collections are not good to use. So arrays can hold only homogeneous elements, but collections can hold both homogeneous and heterogeneous elements. Arrays don't have ready-made methods, but collections have ready-made data structures and methods. So which makes collections more user-friendly. So arrays can hold both primitive and Java objects, but collections can hold only objects. So class cast exception occurs in collection, but not in arrays. So we have iterators for going through the collection, but we don't have them for arrays. So Java returns arrays rather than collection in most of the operations due to performance issues. So that's the main difference between arrays and collection. Properties class, last topic, yeah.
Homogeneous means same kind of elements, right?
Yes, yes.
What kind of elements, sir?
Same string or so integer or double or what type of data? Any type of data, same data type.
Okay, whereas come to collections, homogeneous and heterogeneous, right?
If you don't declare a generic type, you can place all kind of elements, right?
Yeah, in collections.
So first program I have shown you strings you can put, integer values you can put, boolean values you can put, characters.
That is arrays, no? Same kind of data type.
Yeah.
Whereas come to collections in same thing, two different types of data types you can keep, sir.
Yeah. So you can put any kind of elements. Not one data type, any type of data elements you can put.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
No, sir.
Yeah. So let's move on to the properties class, last class. So which is going to be useful. So how to read data from properties file. So why do you need properties file? And what is this properties class? So properties object contains key value pair, both as a string only. Both the data types are strings only. They are strings only. So java.util class, this properties class is available. So is the subclass of hash table. So it can be used to get property value based on the property key. You can get the property value based on the property key. So the properties class provides methods to get data from properties file and store data into the properties file. Moreover, it can be used to get the properties of a system. So that's the main concept of this. Okay. Advantage of properties file is recompilation is not required. So if the information is changed from a properties file, so you don't need to recompile. So if any information changed from the properties file, you don't need to recompile the Java class. It is used to store information which is to be changed frequently also. So that's a constructor is basically the properties file is you will store the key value pair, both of them in string format. There is no other data type, only string format it accepts the properties file. And so when you store this, okay, the constructor of properties class, so we have a without parameters, with parameters. And most important methods in this properties class is, so all are non-static methods. See that load method. You can give a reader object for this load method. It loads data from reader object. Load method input stream. It loads data from input stream object. Load from XML. It is used to load all of the properties represented in XML. So get property. So key, it returns value based on the key. It returns value based on the key. So get property. So this is a very important method for us. You are getting the property of this key. That means whatever the key you are giving, that value it will fetch by this method. This method returns a string type data. So this method returns a string type data. So, and set property. It calls the put method of the hash table, and public void list. It is used to print the property list out to the specified output stream. Public void list, and also you don't need, but this set property, and then you use a store method to write the properties to that writer object. Mainly, you need a get property load method. That's it. Other than that, nothing. Okay. So what is the difference between collections and streams? Collections are mainly used to store and group the data. Streams are mainly used to perform operations on the data. So you can add or remove elements from collections. You cannot add or remove elements from streams. Collections have to be iterated externally. Streams are internally iterated. Collections can be traversed multiple times. Streams are traversable only once. Collections are eagerly constructed. Streams are lazily constructed. So that's the main concept of, but this is the bit complex subject. So we have to dig into that more if you have but in the Selenium, you don't need this. Okay. That's why we're not teaching that. But yeah, you can, so interest, if you have interest, you can dig more on that. In our blog first, it is there. So all streams related methods, how to call them, how to, easy. But coding is, is going to be very easy. Next, let's go and see that programs. What are the map programs? Right, mainly map programs we need to see. Map demo, let me take a map demo. I'll take more, okay. Okay. Okay, map. So first you have to create the map. I want to place product price and product name. First key is the product name. Price is the product value.
Product value.
So price is the product value. So now what will happen? So when you are placing that key value, key data type is going to be a string, value data type is going to be a double. So map string double and product map so equal to new hash map string double. So Then you can, I just created the map. See, key data type, value data type.
Value data type.
So see, double is the wrapper class. And this is the wrapper object, wrapper class object, not a primitive data type. There is a lot of difference between primitive and wrapper classes. So new hash map, string, double. So system.out.map is product map dot size. So system.out.println map is product map. So map dot put, I'm entering, I'm now inserting the map, an entry into the map using put method. So map dot put, so the product name, price. So map name dot put,
Product
the key and value.
Okay,
Map name dot put,
key
value. Map name dot put, key value. So this, like this, you can store multiple elements in the map. So, and how to find the size of the map? So map name dot size method. So product map, and how to fetch the this iPhone value. This iPhone value I want. How can you fetch it? You have to use a get method. Okay, you have to use the get method. System.out.println map iPhone 14 Pro price is product map dot get iPhone 14 Pro. iPhone 14 Pro. So boolean b equal to product map dot contains key headset. Contains key headset. So you are just giving the key. Then, so it is going to search this key is present here or not in this map. Then output will store here. If it is available, returns true. If it is not available, returns false. Say searching the map with value using this one, contains value. Product map dot contains value. So this one. So remove an entry from the map using remove key. Product map dot remove and router. So product map dot size method. And a map after removing one entry is product map. So you're just filtering that. Fetch all the keys from the map using key set. Set string key set equal to product map dot key set method. So product map dot key set method. So iterator. So I'm iterating this. Okay, I'm iterating this collection. Because this key set means all the keys will be there in this collection. So key set dot iterator method. So you're iterating the collection using iterator method that will return the iterator interface. So while it dot has next, and you can fetch the value it dot next method. So then entry set method. Set angular bracket map dot entry. So and key data type string, value data type double. So entry set equal to product map dot entry set. So product map dot entry set. So for map dot entry string double ent colon entry set. So system.out.println key ent dot get key and ent dot get value method. Ent dot get value method. So That's a say entry set, key set.
Key set.
So both we are using. Entry set means you have entry. So each entry I'm iterating again. This is the collection, right? This collection I'm iterating with a for each loop. Or you can use the iterator. So I have shown you both here. So how to iterate the set collection. One is using iterator, another one using for each loop. See now the data type of this collection is this one. So that you write it. ENT colon entry set. So system.out.println key ENT dot get key ENT dot get value. So that's the get key and get value method. So any questions here? That's all about map.
Sir, collection name we should give only key set and entry set, sir. Otherwise, we can give our choice name.
You know, it's your choice, right? These names are your choice, okay?
Okay,
You
sir.
can give any name, not necessary how to give.
What we have given here entry set and product map dot, there we have to give that name, sir.
Product map dot entry set. This is the method. This is the map inside this method. But this is the name. I can give any different name.
Name is our choice.
You are confusing, right? Let me change it.
Okay.
That's it. You can this is the names of a collection.
Okay.
That's it.
Here the
Any
data
name.
type is here the data type is map dot entry string double, right?
Yeah, that's it. So this is the ENT means one entry. So each entry has a key and value. So how to get this entry? Key using get key method. So value, how can you get with a get value method? Okay, so that's the main concept of this map, how to work with map. So there is the insertion order, it won't return. If you want insertion order, you change this to linked hash map. Then the same order will be shown to you. Now see, first it is showing headset, right? So as I mentioned very clearly, it is going to work based on the hash code.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So let's move on to the interview programs. The first program is print occurrence of each character in a given string. How can you print each character, how many times it is occurring in the given string? So now see, J 1 time, 2, 3. So J is coming 3 times. Now this, what is the J data type? What is the value data type?
Data type integer, sir. Integer. Hello.
What is the key data type?
String.
Character.
Character, right?
Character. Yeah. Yes, sir.
And value is integer.
Value is integer.
So character.
Integer.
Character
integer.
So private, static. So I'm creating a return type method. This method, print occurrence of characters, is going to return what type of data? Map. So character and integer. So key is a character, value is an integer wrapper class. See, both wrapper classes I have used here. And so for this method, you are giving an input. string.
String.
So first create a map. So map character integer hm equal to new linked hash map. New linked hash map. So I'm creating a linked hash map. I'm creating. So that is the map name is hm. So any name you can give, LHM or so whatever it is, or map. It's up to you what name. This is the user defined name here. The right, this is a variable, right? Just a variable, this one. A reference of object. Step 2, convert the string into character array using toChar array method. So character array, so char array equal to str dot toChar array. Str dot toChar array. So step 3, so now you got array, a character array. So now what you need to do, iterate the map and check the map contains each key or not. So I'm checking. So this I'm iterating this array for bracket char ch colon character array. So if hm dot contains key the character, so this is the character, and hm dot port. So this character I'm going to check. If it is available only, I'm going to put here the key, and then I'm finding out the what is the previous value. I'm getting with a get method and adding 1. Why I'm adding 1 plus 1? Already some value, this key is present in the map already. Now you are adding 1. That's why I'm incrementing the count by 1. This is the previous value it will get. And adding 1 because second time it is occurring, right? This character. That's why I'm adding 1. Else, if this key is not present in the map, so it will come to else part, right? Then that key is occurring only one time. Then return the map name. Next, print duplicate characters. So you need to print a duplicate characters in a given string using map. So print duplicate characters, string yes. So what is happening? So this method I need to call. This method is going to return map. So that is what I'm doing here. Map. So key character data type, value integer, the map name equal to print occurrence of characters. So I'm passing this parameter to this method. So this is a return type method, which returns a map object, map data type and map object. So in this, whatever the values are coming, that you are storing in this map. So fetch all the keys from the map using key set method. So set character keys collection equal to map name dot key set. So system dot out dot println, printing duplicate characters for character key colon keys collection. If so, map dot get of key greater than 1. So then print that. So key. Okay, so print that key. If so why I'm putting a greater than 1? What is our objective? We need to print the
duplicate value.
Characters.
So if it is more than 1 only, that is a duplicate character, right? Otherwise, it's not going to be duplicate. So the value of key is greater than 1 means it's occurring more than one time. That's the how to print. See, very simple, right? Lot of code you reduced. But when you are developing these steps, you have to write first. Then you can develop this code. So you got here, see, key set the second time we are calling. So all the keys. Then you are checking whether this key is right. So each key is, so value is greater than 1 or not. If it is 1 greater than 1, that key is You're printing. Get the max repeated character count and character. So find the max repeated character. How many times the character max times occurred? Which is the max occurred character? Yeah, that was. So map character integer. So the map name, print occurrence of each character, then declare two variables, max count and max character. You need to find out which is the maximum character time occurs and how many times. What is the occurrence count, max occurrence count? So that you need to store that value here, and that character you need to store. That's why I'm declaring two variables. So fetch all the entries from the map using entry set method. So set map.entry character integer ent set collection equal to the map name dot entry set method. So iterate this collection. So for bracket map dot entry character comma integer ent colon ent set. So that's the collection name you're giving. So if you're still confusing, I can add the name. Okay, so that's the collection. If ent dot get value greater than max count, so this entry dot get value is greater than max count. First we declared 0, then it is empty character. So if it is greater than max count, then assign this entry get value to max count. Then get that, so max character, ent dot get key. So this is another interview question. So most of the times ask this question also. Print duplicate words of a string. So you need to print duplicate words of a string. So how can you print it? So here, what are the duplicate words here in this string?
Java.
Java.
Am and Java. It's a duplicate.
Am and Java. Am and Java is the duplicate. So how can you get them? First, you split all of the words. So string array, so str array equal to string dot, this string dot, split bracket space. So either space based, I'm splitting a space based. So and map string integer hm equal to new hash map. This is the one. And iterate the string array for bracket string. So temp word colon str array. If hm dot contains key temp word, this one, and hm dot put temp word, hm dot get temp word plus 1, else the map dot put temporary word 1. If it is not repeated, it will come here and assign that word as a 1. Now fetch all the keys. So into set collection, set string word set equal to hm dot key set. So iterate the set collection using iterator. So iterator string hit equal to collection dot iterator method you can use. So while it dot has next, so string word equal to it dot next method. If hm dot get of word greater than 1 and the word, so appeared hm dot get of word times. So this is the another you can find out. So the word, so occurring how many times? Any questions before going for the few more programs, but all not required, but fine. So these two, let's see that. First, non-repeated character.
Sir, column represents for, sir. We are using column for here 90 line. We are using column, right?
It's a formula.
So it's a for loop, for each loop formula, right?
Okay.
Data type, variable name, colon, collection name.
Okay.
That's a for each loop. You have to know that's a arrays concept we covered, Nikta.
Yes.
Now you should not come back at the end of the Java. So many times we used this for each loop.
Okay, sir.
That means the practice is missing from your side. You are not writing no iterations, arrays. You didn't practice programs. Just keep on telling you have to practice.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So last program, let's see. First non-repeated character. What is meant by this? What is the first non-repeated character in this?
Red.
D.
D.
D, right?
Yeah.
D.
This is the one not repeated.
D.
And here?
D.
D, sir.
D.
So that's a first non-repeated character. Suppose if I write here?
J, sir.
J and V.
J.
J.
Only J, first non-repeated.
Okay, sir.
J.
J only. Okay. So these are important.
Sir? Yeah.
Okay. So first create the map. So map character integer hm equal to print occurrence of characters. First, that is the one. Say first to code whatever we are in, that we used multiple methods inside. I don't know your so the return type method. What is the return type method formula? Data type variable name equal to return type static method. Parameterized return type static method. Okay.
So what is EG map?
So now I'm converting map into entry set collection. So set map dot entry. So each entry key data type is a character, value data type is integer. So entry set collection. So I'm iterating is using for each loop. So data type of this collection. That is, this is the data type. Map dot entry is the data type and variable name colon the collection name. If ent dot get value equal to 1, that's the first element. Then you have to use a break. Break is a very crucial here. If you don't use break, then it's going to be, it keep on iterating. One more character also it will print. So make sure you Next one is, this is another important program, longest substring. So you can store the length and longest substring also. This is also asked many times in interviews. So longest substring without repeating characters. So that substring should not repeat it. So what is that? So in this string, you need to find out that longest substring. So you have to store the string and count, right? So that's why I'm taking a map. So map the character. So integer HM new link dash map and a string longest substring null I'm declaring into longest substring length 0 initially I'm declaring. Step 2, convert the string into character array. So character array equal to str.toChar array. We covered all these methods in the strings. So next iterate this array. So for int I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus. So get the each element of array and store in the ch. If HM is map. Map doesn't contains this key, then HM dot put. So place that key and value. So I. Else I equal to HM dot get of ch and HM dot clear. So if you know, if it doesn't contain, then only put that in the map. Otherwise, it will come to else and then clear the map. If it is not, doesn't repeat. If HM dot size greater than the longest substring length, then longest substring length equal to HM dot size. So longest substring is HM dot key set dot toString. So then you got both of them and print that. So that's a very important programs. All these are. So please make sure so you practice them. So one by one. So take up one way. So pause the video and listen it. Steps you note down and write a code. So then step by step what you want to do, you note down.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And last one is that is how to read the. So now you have a properties file like this. Key value, key value, key value. So like this you have a data. So the key can be always going to be fixed. The value, it will change at any point of time. So how you will read this data from this file to your program? So there is a ready-made method and that we are going to use it. See this? So you want to get the current project directory. You can use system.get property. Okay, system.get property user.dir. So if you give user current directory equal to system.get property user.dir. So what this will give you? Where the current user is working, that path, this project path. That means this one. This path is going to given by this system.get property user.dir. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now read the property value. You give the key, which key value you want. That key you supply to this method and it will give the value. That is a return type method. First step is create object for properties class, and then file f equal to new file, and I'm giving the this file, and then so we are reading the that path. So user current directory plus properties file plus. So wherever properties file is, this is the properties file, right? This file path. So this project plus src collection programs. Then inside collection programs, you have test data.properties. See, there's a path you are following. So the path, first one is the till project path. Project after source, then package, then file. So the file creation is, while creating a file, how to create a file? Right click anywhere, new file. So here you give the file name with a dot properties extension. You have to give dot properties extension. So you create a file object and pass the file path. Then step 3, create object for file input stream, which reads the data, right? File input stream. So try catch blocks, file input stream fs equal to new file input stream, and pass this f. So prop dot load fs. So catch file not found exception, and e dot print stack trace, and return prop dot get property of e. So now you can call now. My current working directory is user.current directory. That's browser name. So how to call? Call this return type method, read property value method. So return type method you can call in the print statement directly of browser. So read property value of QA app URL. Read property value of DB host. Read property value of DB port. For example, tomorrow data changed. See, this is changed. See where you are going to change. See, you don't need to touch your code. So you don't need to touch your code. See that automatically your code will execute. See with the new values. Browser name is Chrome. So this URL, DB host, and port. So that's all about this method is important. So they will ask you to read, how can you read the data from properties file? Okay. Okay.
So
that's
those are standard keywords, eh? Browser and QA URL. Yeah.
This is the what name you are going to give. It's up to you.
Okay.
This doesn't change. This is the keys doesn't, you give what name you are giving. But down the line in the entire project, these won't change. Only values will change.
Values will be changed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that's all for the entire Java course. So we are done. And Monday, so what time you need to join? Same your time you can continue. You can join, and second batch will join in your time. Okay. So we'll have a 1.5 or 2 hour session.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So
APIs,
then we can
sir?
finish APIs. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sir, how many days the 2-hour class, sir? Monday, Tuesday, or?
Only Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you prepare a list of important and most important programs in Java?
Already our blog, it is plenty of programs are there. Mainly you need to concentrate strings and arrays. That's the mostly asked questions in the strings and arrays. The map programs I told you, right, just now, those things.
Okay, sir.
Those are the widely asked questions.
Okay, sir.
Map programs. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So see you on Monday.
Happy weekend, sir. Bye.
You too.